Hi everyone. Just getting my levels sorted. With some of the music back. There we go. Excellent. Cool. Hi everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Had a good week. I am just going to check on the stream quickly. Yep, seems to be going. Great. Cool. Okay, so let's have a look at where we got to last time. Didn't actually do any work on the trunk serve. Just get that running. Yeah, we didn't actually do any work on the app last time. We just worked on the character. And I seem to remember the only thing we had left was the shoes. So looking to do that today. So here we go. Here's our lovely menu. Here's our game. We can fire the bullets down. They still don't go where we're looking, but that's okay. Because we'll work on that. But they do at least match the X coordinate. And yeah, so yeah, actually think about it. Maybe we could just prevent the looking from side to side, and it's just up and down. Yeah, that might work. But anyway, for today, let's get the enemy model finished off. So drag that over there. We'll come back so we can retire this for a second, and then get back to the GLTF viewer. Oops. So it's cargo run, and then I think we have to do that twice. It's not examples, it's I can't remember what those. To find where the model is. There, it's in here. GLTF, and it was called Enemy Complete. So it's I can't remember my own thing now. I'm pretty sure that I updated the README though. I did not. So that's great. Oh no, I'm doing the main README. No, I didn't do that either. Okay, great. So I will just check on what the commands are. It is G. Very good. G, and that's equal to enemy complete. GLTF, and then the default shaders. Okay, cannot find it. That's because we need to get to app. I don't know why it's in this format. I need to tidy that up. And it's not that, it's cargo Tory dev. That's right, because it's a Tory application. Just while that's loading up, we'll have a look at the thing. So we've still got the, so it's enemy arm. What have we got? Oh yes, we're importing the sphere. That's right. Okay, yep, it's up and running. Haven't had a chance to fix the movement controls, but this is our guy. Ah, yeah, I seem to remember thinking at the end of the last one that actually it was a bit wide. And so we really need to take sort of 25% off this side, 25% off this side. And I think we can do that fairly easily. We just need to figure out what the point is on here and then subtract that. But other than that, I think it looks okay. So that is the body. And we need to figure out what the extreme coordinate is. Just looking at the X here, looks like it's 0.8. So let's start. We'll just do one side for now. So we'll just move all of the 0.8 to 0.6. I don't think we had a 0.6, so let's. Oops, that was a 0.0, 0.6. 6. right, 6. Do that. 7.6. Okay, that should do it. So we will now do, right, it's cargo run. VCC clone enemy complete. And then we want to copy outputs enemy complete.gltf to going up one and then gltf viewer app gltf viewer source Tory assets gltf. There we go. So that should do it. Okay, run. It's now reloaded. Okay, this actually looks good. I think that's, there we go. So we've moved that side in a bit. Yeah, no weird sort of distortions. Obviously the arm's still floating, but I think we should do that for the other side. So 6, 6. Okay, that's that. So we'll just rerun that, just double check before we move the arms in that it still looks correct. Okay, looks good from the top. We'll just have a look at the front and back. Yep, I think that looks really good. And now it's just a case of moving the arms in. We do that by going to enemy complete and changing the translations to 0.6, 0.6. Rerun that. So pull this up. And okay, that looks good, other than the arms or the imported spheres are wrong, but that's okay. Those are the hands, so we just need to inside enemy arm. What do we do? We moved it by 0.2, so we want to go to 0.85, and the same on the other side. Oops. 0.5. Save that, full screen again, rerun. There we go, there's our little cultist model there, the hands in the right place. So that's good, and now we just need the shoes. So yeah, I think the proportions on this, I like this. I think it's pretty good. They've got a weirdly flat back, but I think that's okay. We'll just need the model really, and we can always work on improving the model later. But once we get it in the game, we can actually start making the game, which is that's the cool thing. So we will do that. Sorry, just double checking that just double checking the stream from my phone just to make sure it's working. Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, that's Yep, that's working great. Okay, probably going to ruin my numbers now, so I'm going to stop watching that. It's going to show one viewer and then no viewers. Cool. So, right, this is all working, and we were doing shoes next. That's what we're doing. Yeah, enemy shoe. TXT. I think we really just want to yeah, I think we just, how wide is it? Sorry, I'm just trying to remember the dimensions of this. So, because it's now going from 0 in the middle to 0.6 on the outside. So I think really we want it to be 0 to 0.6. So 0.3 up in the middle, and then we probably want it 0.1 either side. So we'll just do that. I haven't actually come up with any designs for this, so I'm just going to sketch a little something, and hopefully the camera will be able to pick it up. We want okay, I've got the footprint done, and then do that, and then just up to the middle, and then have that go up to the middle. Yep, cool. Okay, so I will just load up MS Paint quickly. So I think for the footprint, I want it to look a bit like that. So I have a like diamond shape, then straight for a bit, and then like a pointed tip down to the front. Actually, I think it might be simpler if we just make that a full-on triangle actually at the front. And then rising upwards in the middle, have an area flat, and then a sharp triangle to the back. And so the base will be one triangle like this, another one like this, square patch in the middle, big square patch here, and then two triangles at the front. And then from the front, that will look like a wedge, like this, coming in. And then a flat area coming up, so a square coming up on either side, and then at the back, straight down the back, and then two triangles to fill in the gaps on the side. So yeah, I think we'll just get started with trying to map that out. Oh yeah, we'll just write the coordinates here as well. So it needs to be 0.2 wide. So 0.1 here and minus 0.1 here, and then that's the width. I suspect it would be 0.4 long. Oops, 0.4 long, and then height-wise, is that as wide as it is high? I think it is. Yeah, so 0.2 high. So first thing to do would be to create the. Well, actually, we need to figure out where the center point is. So the center point's going to be. I think let's put it on this triangle. So the first of all, we'll make these two base triangles at the front. So that's going from 0.0, and it is, I guess 0.0 high, so we'll make it like flat on the ground and just going upwards. And sticking out the front. Oh, this happens every time. Which way is front? I think it's positive. Positive is front and negative is back. I think. I've got to find out. So do we want that to be, yeah, it's about half. So it's 0.1, oh no, sorry, 0.2, so it's 0.2. And then the color, yes, we need to pick out a color for it. Go to our hex color picker. I think we want quite a dark brown. We need to start with orange. Yeah, that looks good to me. Look at the RGB values. It says 60. Right, okay, we'll label this up quickly. Shoe brown dark is going to be 61, 54, 40, which we will just get our calculator out. So 61 divided by 255 is going to be 0.239. 54 divided by 255, 212. And the last one is 40. So 40 divided by 255, 157. Cool. Then we want to get some tones in there as well. So probably a little bit lighter. Yeah, this like coffee color. There we go. There's 94. 81 and 57. It's 369. Oops. 81. 255. 318. I'm going to keep these groups so they're easier to copy paste. And finally 57. 224. Great, so I think at the bottom of the shoe we want it to be darker. I think, and then the higher up it gets, the lighter it will get. And not mapping textures, so we do that. Then oh wait, oops, sorry, first point is actually going to be the 0, 0, 0, and then the last point will be 0, 0, 0, but then at a 0.1, because I think we decided it was going from 0.1 to that. So let's rebuild this, and call this any shoe. Shoe. So we're going to build that. I'm going to close this, get the GLTF viewer back, put it behind, yep. And this is just going to be any shoe, so we're just, oops, I spelled shoe, there we go. That should now reload itself every time. So this is the, call this shoe base. Call this tip. Call it base tip. No. We're going to need the same triangle on the other sides. Okay, so that has created a brown triangle. That's what we wanted. And it's in the right direction, so that's great. So we're going to delete that, we'll copy these, swap the order around, and then go to -0.1. Just double check that that does what we expect. And now we have a full big triangle. I suppose technically we could have made this one triangle actually. Yeah, actually let's do that. it doesn't make any sense for it to be a single triangle. In my head, for some reason, I didn't see that that was one triangle. So we want to go from -1 to the front tip, just that. And then finally to the far side. There we go. Save on it. Save on a polygon. So that rendering time. Okay, and we can see that's doing the same thing. So there we go, and it's rotating around the 0, 0 point. So the next thing is to create the base. We'll call it base body. We want to go from the back tip, so that is there. But this wants to be, oh yes, that's interesting. So the whole thing is 0.4 long. I think it wants to be minus 0.35. And then we want to go to the negative point on the front, and finally the tip on the far side. Might as well try and do the other side as well. So we'll start from there, and we go up to there, but minus 0.35. And then finally the back point. I've realized as well, once we've tested this, that the normals are going to be going upwards, like out of the screen, and actually because we're creating the base, we want them to go down. So yeah, 0.35 was too far. Make those 0.25. Oh yeah, that's my mistake. Yeah, I did the calculation wrong. Actually, do we even want it to be that? Because it's 0.2. We decided that was in the middle. So actually, yeah, no, it needs to be 0.15. Yeah, and then do the back, call it base back. I'm going to do these all with the normals pointed the wrong way, and then I'll just flip all of the coordinates so that the normals go down. I don't think it'll really make a difference because I don't think we're ever actually going to see the base of the shoe, but I think it's useful for building to see that. So the first one, might as well start from the back left, so that's this point here, and we'll go into the middle and then down, so create one triangle there. Starting from that point, then we will go to minus 0.85, and then the same but a bit further back, minus 0.2. Just give that a little look, see how that looks proportionally. Okay, well, it's not gone in enough at all. That's so 5. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's a little bit better. Still think it could come a little bit though. So let's make that 2.5. There we go. I think that's more what I had in my head as to the way the shoe will go. So I'll add the flipped one. And flip those coordinates. Go, and now we just need to fill this little piece in at the back. Call this back filler, base back filler. So we will start from the furthest back, then down to this coordinate, and then finally to the reverse of this one. We'll do the next one, and as we'll start from that point, go to the back one, and oops, no, I mean that coordinate. There we go. Yep, there, and then the back one there. Oopsie daisy. What did I not do? I didn't save. I didn't save the file. Okay, that's all filled in. Great, so now we can flip the normals on these. Just double check that that renders properly. Oh no, I've messed up. Okay, so we're gonna have to undo everything. Okay, let's double check that renders. Okay, yeah, that's, we're back to the right thing. Now I'm going to do this more carefully. Great, that's worked this time. Okay, so the normals are all facing in the right direction now, which is good. So now we're going to build the top of the shoe. We will start from the call this top tip. Start from the, just grab the base coordinates just so we can use them as reference. Sorry, just visualizing where that needs to go. So if we start from here, then want to go to the middle, and then back out to this coordinate. So we need this coordinate and the negative coordinate, the tip and the negative, and then this one will become 0, 0, 0. Yep. No, it needs to go up in the air. We decided, how high did we decide the shoe was going to be? So it's going to be 0.2, so that needs to be 0.2. 0.2, excellent. And then we also wanted the lighter color on the stuff at the top. Get rid of the color. Cool, just run that, see how it looks. Excellent, there we go, that's the That's the triangle. It's quite a tall shoe. Yeah, I think we might have to revise that 0.2 to be, let's see what 0.1 does. I suspect we're going to split the difference in the end, but... Oh no, 0.1 looks pretty good. Okay, yeah, it should be 0.1. Okay, just going to alter that, just in case I refer back to it again. Okay, let's get the other side of the tip, and can do that quite easily. Just do that. So it's going from the position at the top to the position at the front to the position there, which is anti-clockwise. Yes, excellent. So that's the normals going the right way. Cool, that's worked as expected. Now we just need the this flat area along here. We'll create that as 2 triangles. So we'll do this one first and then this one second. So it's just top body, and go from the upper tip in the middle down to the outer edge, and then the outer edge but back, I forget how long. The base body minus 0.15. Cool, and then we'll create the other one. So we'll start from the back tip, and we want to go to the top, but minus 0.5, and then finally back to the top tip here. There we go, that's that. We'll do the reverse. And flip the normals. Cool. So that's most of our shoe, and we'll just connect up the last little bits. So we need 4 triangles, 1 to cover this area, 1 to connect. Oh, actually, do we even need? No, we need 3 triangles because it's going from a tip. So call this top back, and we want the reverse upper tip, which is this one. Then we're going to the lower tip at the back. Sorry, not tip, the bit at the back. And then finally we want to get this coordinate at the back, which I do not remember. Filler, base back, 0.25. So we want 0.25, yeah, all the way to the back. Yeah, that's the one. So that is going from the top to the side to the back. Yes, there we go. Okay. Double check let's put the triangle in the right place. It has. Great, so we'll do this. Well, actually, we might as well do the reverse one first. Just flip that and flip to normal. Oh, hello. What's happened there? That's filled in both for some reason. No, it's gone too far. Oh, yes. Got to flip that one. Excellent. Yeah, that's left the hole that I was expecting. Go in there. And we'll just finish that off. So we'll start from the one on the right, go to the one on the left, and finally the tip in the middle. Great, that's all filled in now, so now we have a shoe. So we can import this into enemy complete. Shoe.txt, and if it's 0.1 high, it's be 0.7. No rotation. Oops. Copy those zeros so I got them all. Oh no, hang on, that's the x coordinate. So we want that to actually be there. And we decided it was 0.6 across, so 0.3 to be in the middle. And we'll need to restart the scroll up, should be here somewhere. Completes, and then we need to find the GLTF viewer. And it completes. There we go. Okay, so here's our full model. Well, that's good. The shoe is there, but is it in the right place? It is not really visible until you go in. So, yeah, so the shoe is there. It's just, oh, I think it's facing the wrong way as well. It is facing the wrong way. Okay, so we're going to have to flip this and scale it as well, because it's not, yeah, it's just not showing. So it's very difficult to tell in this view if it's low enough, because that looks like it's inside the actual skirt of the enemy. So I think it needs to go down even further. Let's just try this to see. But I think the placement's good. Other than that, still looks like it's inside, but it could just be the proportion. Okay, let's flip this on the y-axis, and yeah, it needs to flip 90 degrees, and also needs to scale, and I can't remember the scaling. It is curly braces. So curly braces, we want them to be longer. So let's make it twice as long, and let's say half, like 1.5 wide. I think the height's okay. Okay, well, we've got a bit of an improvement because we can see the shoe there. Let's just scale it to, yeah, so it needs to go a little bit forwards, although I think the model's backwards, so it needs to actually go minus 0.8. Let's see, that's 0.2, just nudge it a little bit forwards. Okay, I think I can just about see it peeking out in front. Yep. But it's still not really, oh yeah, gosh, that's nowhere near. Okay, let's make it minus 1.1. Okay, I think that's the right place, but it's still not really visible enough for me. I'm going to move it down a little bit actually. Make it 0.2. Maybe scale it twice the height, and then wanted to move it forward a little bit. Let's make that 0.3. Rerun. Yes, there we go. Now we can actually see the foot, and then as it moves, it'll just move backwards and forwards relative to the model. This is like a standing position, so it can come forward a little bit and go back a little bit from there. Put that at minus 0.3. Okay. There we go, and our guy has 2 little feet there. I wonder if they should come in a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to move them in just a smidgen. 2.5. This might be too much, I don't know, but we'll have a look. Oh, I think that's good actually, from what I can see. Have a look at the front of the model, scale it, zoom. Yes, that's much better. There we go, we can see. Cool, so that gives us some coordinates that we can use as we import the models into the enemy thing. So, cool. Got everything, now we just need to export each of the different pieces. So we need the arm, the body, the head, and we don't actually need to view them. We'll just take each piece. Let's just do them in alphabetical order. Arm, body, head, and shoe. And we'll take those models from the output. Body, head, and shoe. Arm, body, head, shoe. Copy those. And then we'll go back to, I've lost the window. VCC claim, creates assets, GLTF, and we'll drop those in there. So the next thing is going to be to create an enemy class, I think, to hold all of the models. Reorient myself with the characters. Enemy wizard. Okay, great. This is from the 2D version, so yeah, we'll start actually even importing. Oh, we're not even importing characters anymore. Okay, right. So we'll comment that one. Pub mod enemy. Oops. Let's call this enemy.rs. Just trying to think if we can copy an existing assets like the firebolt. Yeah. Copy this, saves us a bit of typing. Enemy states. For now, we will leave that empty. That's some enemy states. Cooldown doesn't really apply. Yeah, we'll set idle for now, and then we'll set the location, and then we want different models for that. So we need, what do we have? We've got start from the top down. So go heads, body model, left arm, right arm, and then just the shoes. Left shoe model, right shoe model. Cool. Cooldown doesn't apply. Shards doesn't apply. Get rid of that. 5-volt lifetime doesn't apply. What's that want to do? Yeah. Okay. So we've got the location. Actually, call this position. So then want head model. It's going to be enemy. Oh, yeah, enemy heads. Enemy heads. Okay, sorry, I was trying to jump in with a whole lot of stuff. Head model rotation. Yeah, I think we do want to rotate it because everything was backwards when we looked at it. So if we refresh the page, see it's facing away from us, which means it's, yeah, we want forward to be pointing out of the screen. Get rid of all the shard stuff. So body model, yep. Okay, guessed correctly, and guessed correctly again. This is the rotation, yep. Okay. Let mute, yeah, left arm model. No, let's just arm, GLTF, and yep, that's not what I wanted. Rotate. I've just realized the ARM models are going to be wrong, so we need to go back to the exporter. I forgot to change the sphere position for the hands. Oh, my Windows PC keeps changing the language from from US to UK, and I've got a US keyboard. So I'm pretty sure that was in the right position. Yeah, we just need to we'll find out when we render them all together. We just need to copy the enemy arm model back out. Assets, GLTF, enemy arm, delete it, put that in there. Great. Okay. Right arm model. Okay, then we need left shoe model. Shoe, yep, it's figured out the pattern. Okay, great. Might as well take all of these. going to name them because I prefer them to be named rather than passing them in. Cool. So now we need to, in the setup, we need to loop through each of the models. Head model. Cool, figured that out. It didn't figure this one out. Model. Okay. So right arm model, great. Oh, yep, it spotted the pattern, great. The update, we're just gonna, oh yeah, I've realized we need a rotation on this as well. Rotation, and that we only want to rotate in one plane, so that's just going to be F32. And set the rotation to be 0. Setup, okay. So now we need to place all of the pieces that we've got relative to our previous things. So I'm just going to call up the enemy completes, just so I've got this on the screen so I can see those offsets. I'm just going to keep it on the other screen though. So the heads, yeah, so right, self.head model set position, self.position. Okay, yeah, that's pretty close to what we want, but this needs to be 0.75. Oh, I just realized we scaled as well, didn't we? We scaled the shoes. So left shoe model, set scale, 1.5, 2.0, 2.0. Do the same for this. What does that want to do? That's setting for 0, 0, 0, which is what the body did. The left arm model needs to go 0.6, and there's no adjustment in position. I'm only going to do the left side. Left shoe model, set position 0.25 minus 1.2, and this minus 0.3. So this is why we went to all the hassle of actually lining them all up together so that we know the offsets easily. And that's not gonna pass, so we now just want to render. Why is it called CTX? Models. I can't remember how the models work now. Let's go and find Firebolt again. I'm going to close the others. Yes, want to save that. It'll probably fail to compile now because oh no, because we're not even calling characters. So let's mod characters. Okay. And this should fail to compile because I suspect there's errors in here. Yeah, there are. But I want to check on the Firebolt just to see what the render looks like. It's if model is ready to render, then we render. Just line everything up. Okay, so get rid of that. Body model. Get rid of the get location. And what are the left arm model? If self.left shoe model is ready to render, great, cool. Destroy, we will delete for now, and it's expired. We'll get rid of, yeah, because we just want our guy to appear in the middle of the room, and we need the game page, I think. Yeah, that's where we've got our models. At some point, we're going to have to tidy all this up, I think. Use create characters enemy. Great, that's that. And enemies. Actually, gonna. Enemies. Back enemy new. Wow. Okay, so we want to pull in the 3D location here. I think we can push this into the same thing as well. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Use create utils location 3D. Okay, and then pick enemies is going to be pick enemies. Okay, now we just need to add those into the updates. Game update do. And we'll do the same thing for that. Cool, it's sort of predictable we wanted. So let's go and have a look at the page. Well, our guy isn't there. So that's interesting. Let's go and have a look at why. Okay, yeah, so our guy is not there, and I don't really know why. Should be. Just going to check that we're calling the update. Yeah, we're calling the update. So everything's being positioned. It should be 0, 0, 0. Unless we are 0, 0, 0. Let's try moving the position back a little bit. Why is there a failure? Where's that coming from? Game. Still not there. That's very odd. Not calling the setup. Yeah, great. Go. Okay, cool. Well, our guy is there. He's facing in very much the wrong direction for where we wanted him. So let's try and correct that. Because I put him at 90 degrees instead of the regular. See, I didn't thoroughly check the result of the AI. So it turns out he was actually facing in the right direction. Just so actually move all the pieces back. Yep, fine. Okay, maybe that's refresh. Okay, so he's now facing us, although the arm is missing. But that's okay. We need to first figure out the scale of everything. So to head model set scale, let's make it half the size. And we'll do the same for the body. And then I think we should leave everything else first. So we'll get the just the head and the body first, I think. Okay, nice. So the head is still quite large. Let's move him a little bit closer. Just see. So it was at -4, wasn't it? Put him at -2. Just see. Oh, that's moving further away. Of course it is. So put him at -6. Cool. Okay. Is the head a bit big? It might be a little bit big, so I'm going to change. So let's put the body in the right place first. So it needs to be 0.75 over 2. Get the calculator back. I don't want to embarrass myself by trying to do that in my head. I've lost the page. There we go. Okay, cool. So the body and the head are reconnected now, but we need to raise him out of the floor. Move it up 0.5. Okay, it's getting, yeah, still pretty big. So let's 0.75 and 0.25. That's the size of the body. I think that looks right for how I'd envisage it. I thought of them quite small and like impish. Yeah, so the scale works, and I moved that back to so that we need 7.5 over Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good, but he's a little bit high off the floor now. So let's move him to, I guess, try 0.25. It's pretty good. I think he's in the floor ever so slightly, so I think he needs to be at 0.3. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think he's up now. Right, let's get the arm going. 6/4, 0.15, of course it is. I should have done that one in my head. And the left arm model we also need to scale. Scale, cool. And then we'll add that back into the render. Okay, well the hand is in the right place, but the arm is not. That's very odd. Not the way around I expected. Oh. Is that because I did it relative? I think I might have done it relative, you know. I think it's possible that just goes on the... No, when I set it to 0, it goes that way. Okay, so let's just set it to a wild value, see if we can find the arm. Okay, yeah, we found the arm. It's gone the wrong way. Let's try it, plus 2.5, 0.25. Okay, that's too far out. Yeah, so I think the scaling and everything was correct. It was just, yeah, there we go. Okay, so the arm is in the right place now. The hand is not, so we need to figure out why the hand isn't. We'll go back to the exporter. Okay, we also need the viewer. That's my background. Oh, I lost all my things now. Okay, enemy complete, there we go. Yeah, of course, I dragged it off to this side. Okay, not that. Not that one. GLTF, yeah, there we go. Yep. Okay, and then, oops, in here, just need to do the arm. Okay, so you should be able to see that in a second. We know for a fact the sphere won't be in the right place. So yeah, and as we can see there, they're not lined up, and they should be. So let's try 4.5 and rebuilding. Oh, 0.45 didn't work either. What's that? Did I move it in the wrong direction? Maybe. Oh, I never rebuilt. That's fine. Okay, well, that I think moved further away. So let's try setting it to 0, see what happens. Okay, 0 is definitely closer. 0.25. Okay, well that's a good start. I can't see it from the front. There we go. That's it. That's where we wanted it. So now we can copy the enemy arm model. And we're going to find our on that. Okay. Assets, GRTF, enemy arm. Delete the old one. And paste the new one. Okay, and the hand you can see is on the bottom there. Right, let's try and do the shoe. Then how long have we been going for? Around 12 minutes. Yeah, I think so. We'll do that. We'll put the shoe in on the left side. Then so let's bring that. That divided by 4 will be 0.3. Cool. Yep, the shoe is there, but we didn't scale the shoe, which we were supposed to do. So, oh yeah, we did scale the shoe. So we want to do that. So that's going to be 0.5 because that's a quarter of 2. 1.5 divided by 4, I can't do my head. 375. Okay, I think that looks right. Maybe we could do bigger, bigger. It's obviously not in the right place, but. So, 0.25 divided by 4 is 0.625. Am I wrong? Is this? I think I might need to move this guy closer so I can get the. Let's try 0.8. See if that's too close. It's a little bit close, isn't it? I can't quite look down. So we never did full range of motion. Yeah. Okay, well the shoe's definitely not going back far enough. So let's put him at 0.7. And what did we say? There was 3 divided by 4. 0.075. 75. Okay, it's meant to be the left shoe, so foot's going in the wrong direction. Okay, well the shoe is on the right side. Can't decide if that's correct or not. I think it is. I think it looks like it looks okay from here. Then as you get closer, it seems to get further away from the. It's like it's too far forward. Just seeing what happens if we change the sign on it. Yeah, that goes way too far back, doesn't it? Let's try tweaking that to Just see if that corrects the weird distortion I'm seeing. Yeah, that feels better. So I think it's good to know that our range of motion should be to 0.75, but the resting is at 0.55, and then I guess we'll go back to all the way to 0.35. Cool, so we can line up the other models now. Now that we have all the scales and everything sorted, the right arm model. Then scale of this. Okay, yep. So I've got the right arm model. Minus, but we also need to, for the right arm model, we need to rotate. We need to go standard F32, consts pi, and same for, oops, copy that. Same for the right shoe model. Oh no, sorry, right shoe model doesn't need to rotate. Right shoe model. Yep, position. Yep. And that. Cool. Oh, build failure. Why have I build failure? Oh. Cool. Okay, there's our little guy. He looks complete now. He's got all his limbs and his shoes and everything. So he's a little small, isn't he? So yeah, I think we'll probably leave it at that. We've got everything together, yeah, and we'll try and pick it up next week and get the guy like scuttling around, maybe even throwing a fireball. But yeah, pretty happy. I think that's it's gone pretty well. We've got our first enemy model sorted. So yeah, thanks very much for joining. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed, then please don't forget to subscribe. If you want to get notified when the next stream is up, which will hopefully be in about a week. But yeah, I wish you all a good weekend, and I hope it all goes well. Bye for now.